Alrighty, hey guys, I am gearing up here for another shootout, and I just wanted to talk here for a second because this is a massive downwind. I do not think that the Thor hammer shot here is the way to go. So what I like to do is, well, I do like this shot that this got. This is how I ended up maxing, was with this shot. You need to always overplay this, so I would say, go 15 rings. Make sure that you're at least 15 rings on your adjustment here short of the bunker, because it is going to fly at least 20-30% extra. There you're seeing him getting very aggressive with the line. That was very fortunate to keep it out of the bunkers, and B, that's not too bad. I'm gonna more or less try to replicate that to an extent here. So first off, let's note that 5 rings up here is completely good. Now what I usually do, well, I'm trying to think what I usually do. I think I usually put no top spin, no back spin. Here I'm going to go out with a back spin because it's so downwind. So I'm going to put one back spin on, and you can kind of go off of his shot as well. I'm not sure how much he used, but notice I'm going to try to stay a little bit right here because it's going to swing when I start to curl it. So make sure that, so here I'm at least, what the wind is. I'm going to go more than that though. I'm going to go some extra rings. I'm going to basically put full curl on. And note when you start to do this full curl like this, that the ball is going to, land more right of your target line. And here you're seeing I am coming up just a little bit short, but it's not too bad of a shot, not terrible. I could have used maybe, I could have landed it a little bit. So here's the thing to consider. The difference between winning and losing sometimes, it's, so minute, because there's so many things I could have done differently there. So I could have landed it, 2 yards up forward. If I would have landed it 2 yards up farther, it probably would have rolled out to about, right by the cup. Another thing that I could have done is I could have took off some of that side spin or back spin and just made it half a bar and use that same landing zone. Keep in mind, having the Kingmaker ball on lets you be less aggressive. You saw where he landed. He didn't have to land it there. You saw I was able to cheat mine out to the left of the landing zone, keeping it away from the bunker. It makes for a much more safer shot. And oh, awesome. Got another tsunami card. I've been waiting for that. So happy about that. And keep that in mind. You kind of want to set your shot up based off what your opponent just did. I saw he gave me a lot of room. So I wasn't necessarily, going for the hole-in-one. I'm going for the shot that I know that's going to stop. And as you can see, I stopped it just a little bit short. You might not always win with 4 yards, but I think, using that general rule of thumb, 30% extra, 25-30% on that downwind shot, make sure. So for that wind, make sure that you're covered at about 14 rings for an 11 wind. And that should be, relatively spot on for landing zone. The only time that changes a little bit is if it gets way up there. Once you start getting to, say, 15 miles per hour, you need to make sure that you're at least 20 rings. Maybe even a couple more, just to be on the safe side. And keeping in mind, you're going to have so much momentum coming in with the ball like that, so you want to be careful of what you're doing with the spin. So as you can see with my shot, I put that backspin on there, make sure that the ball stops because it is, downwind. And, the difference between, exactly what I did. So here's something to consider, exactly what I just did there. Had it been with a katana ball and I had 2 more miles per hour wind, it's basically the difference between putting it right on the hole and where I am. So you see how, minute your window for error is in Tour 11 with these high winds. So keep that in mind, and good luck. I will be posting some more shootouts for you guys. And let me know how it goes for you guys. Good luck.